Yeah, the live is on YouTube now. Is when you're here for the first time? Wallace, Yanni? Maybe not.
Hello, good afternoon. No, it's not my first time.
Oh, great.
I've been working for a while.
Just no problem. So I'll explain a bit how TNT works for the people on YouTube. TNT. Oh, just a minute. Hello, YouTube. Hello. TNT is a platform to talk in English, French, Italian, Spanish. That's it, I think. No problem, Yanni. It is not a class. I'm not here to teach you anything. I'm just a host to guide the conversation and bring you questions, and we arguing about the questions about the topic today, today's topic. And if you want to know more about TNT, how TNT works, please visit the website, talktalk.com.br, and be polite and respect to everybody here. Don't correct anyone. And of course, have fun throughout the conversation. So today we're going to talk about future. I'll send you guys the questions on the chat. Just a minute. Can you receive the questions on the chat? Okay. So we're going to talk about future. First, we're going to present ourselves for everybody here, because so many people don't know about us. And I'll start to present myself, and then we're gonna answer the questions that I sent on the chat. Hello, Diane, how's it going?
Hello, everything's fine.
Hello, great. So we're gonna talk about future today, and I'll send you the questions on the chat again.
Thanks.
Okay, so my name is Deborah. I'm 26. Now I'm on a vacation. I'm in Minas Gerais, in the city called Nazareno. It's a small city in the countryside of Minas Gerais. My mom lives in here, and I'm visiting her. Yeah. In my free time, I like to read books, watching series, movies, go to the beach, and yeah, that's it about me. And how about you, Andrea? Can you present yourself, please?
Yes, hello guys, my name is Andrea. I'm 45 years old. I live in Guarujá. I work as an assistant administrative. In my free time, I love attending here on TNT. I love the meetings to practice my speaking skills. What else? I like to listening to music and drink wine. That's it.
And how about you, Jefferson?
Good afternoon, guys. I'm Jefferson. I live in Goiânia, Goiás. I'm economist, professor of Catholic University of Goiás. It's a pleasure to be here to talk with these beautiful people.
Thank you for sharing, Jefferson. And how about you, Diane? Can you present yourself, please?
Yeah, sure. Well, my name is Daiane. I live in São Paulo, capital. I'm 23 years old. I study psychology, and I've been working as an analyst in the human resources area. In my free time, I like to visit museums, go to the movie theaters, this kind of things.
Great. And how about you, Maria Luisa?
Hello, everyone. My name is Maria Luisa. I am from Recife, Pernambuco, and I am a social media designer. My first graduation was in Portuguese, language and literature, but now I am studying design. I am working in my career immigration. So in my free time, I like to meet my friends, family. I like to go to the coffee shop and study other languages. I'm here because I want to improve my skills in English and to do networking.
Great. Thank you for sharing, Maria. And how about you, Iane? Can you present yourself, please?
Hello, guys. My name is Iane. I am 25 years old. I am civil engineer. Today I live in Itaúna, but I am from the Montes Claros. I like the movie, series, and play sports. But today, my first time, I work because I have the very work. That's it.
Thank you for sharing, Iane. And hello, Gloria. Can you present yourself, please?
Hello, everyone. I'm Gloria. I'm from Mozambique. I'm working as gender and youth specialist. And actually, in my free time, I like to read and cook. Yes.
Thank you, Gloria. So for people that come in the meeting, I'll send the questions again. And we're going to start with the question number 1. How often do you think about the future? Andrea, can you start answer this question, please?
Yes, I believe that I think a lot about the future because everything that I've been doing in present, it's because I am thinking about my future, and I believe that it's necessary to have a focus, and so I'm thinking a lot. That's it. And you, Daiane?
Well, the same thing. I'm always thinking about the future or about the past. So I'm never in the present. This is very complicated. Sometimes I try to focus on the present, avoiding, but it's inevitable. I forgot how to say that. Inevitable, in English. And I always think about the things that I need to do like this week or the things that I want to do like next semester, this kind of thing. But I think that's very normal. I don't know, at least it's what I see in my friends. And what about you, Jefferson?
I think we must think a lot about the future. And I think a lot and think about my health. So I prepare to my health, doing exercise, the gym, to run, to walk. I think about my knowledge. I'm all the time I study something new. Now I'm studying ChatGPT, Notion.so, Excel, business intelligence, something like this. I think this is very important for me for the future. And just one question, Deborah, can we split the guys, no? So many guys, no? No? On a suggestion.
And maybe because we are in 7 people, and Jennifer can't just attend the meeting just to see, and I don't know. I'll try split you guys in main.
In 2 groups. No?
Yeah, in 2 groups.
So many questions. Yeah.
Just a minute.
It's up to you.
Okay. If you receive the accept, please. Okay. Okay. So maybe Maria Luisa, can you answer this question now, please?
Sure. As you guys, I'm always think about my future. I think I'm always talking about my career. That's why I am doing a new graduation. And I'm always think about the health, like Jefferson, and my family health too. And that's it. I think everyone is always think about the future.
Yeah, I agree with you because I'm thinking about the future all the time. Sometimes I don't live the present. I always live the thinking about the future and think that I need to do tomorrow, as Diane said. Sometimes it's not helpful for me because I don't live my life properly. So, but I think a lot about my future, and I have so many fears. And talking about fears, the question number 2 is, what fear do you have for the future? I'll start to answer this question. My fears for the future is that I cannot achieve my goals, and think that I do every day is not enough to achieve some goals, or for example, or I change my area because I spent so many time studying it, and in the future I'll change it. I know we need courage to do it, as Maria Luisa do now, because it's not a easy thing to do. Essentially nowadays, because they want that we have so many experience, and start a new career is difficult. So for me, I have it's my fear for the future. If I study a lot, spend so many time with it, because for me it's stressful every day. It's stressful, and yeah, that's it. And how about you, Maria?
Well, I already had this fear, and now I am dealing with this. Sure, we don't want change our career, of course. When we are studying our graduation, we have too many dreams, but in the path we deal with a lot of things that change our vision, and that was what happened with me. I was working as a teacher, and I like it, but I was not happy. And now I am looking for my happiness. So it was very hard to think this way. I had a lot of therapy. But now I am confident, and my fears for the future now is not that anymore. Is having my parents for a long time. I have fear to not have my parents for a long time. My family, I want to live with them a lot of time. I want for many years. I want them with me. So I think death is my fear for the future. Think about death is not easy for me.
Yeah, that's true. when I was a little more younger than now, I usually to think about it, about my parents, my grandparents, and I always cried when I thought it. So it's difficult to me as well, because I don't know. I have fear to lost things, you know. So for that, for me, when my parents or my grandfathers, my grandparents pass off, it will be so difficult for me. And how about you, Andrea?
The main fear that I have for the future is not to be able to keep working to achieve my goals, because I believe that if you have health, you can achieve everything. But if you maybe get sick, it's not possible to achieve your goals, because yeah, you will be sick, and it's the end. For example, depender, I forget how to say it. Depender to other people. I think it's for me, it's the most fear that I have. And you, Diane?
Well, in my case, I feel the same thing that you said. I'm really afraid of in the future rely on someone, you know, or have some really serious problem of health problem or something like that. But nowadays, the most important thing that I'm afraid of is about getting pregnant, you know, because I'm too young and I don't want to have babies. So this is a really, like, it's my biggest fear, you know. But of course, I'm afraid of losing my job in the future too, or getting sick, or even lose someone that I love, something like that. But nowadays, the most thing that I'm afraid of is about getting pregnant, because I don't have money to raise a child, and it's very expensive. It demands a lot of time, and it's terrible. But that's it. What about you, Deborah?
It's a tricky thing that you said about pregnant, because yesterday I was dreaming about I'm a pregnant. So I wake up today. I wake up today and oh my God, it's not possible now, because I have no money, I have no mental health for it. So I wake up with fear with that. So that's it. And let's move on for the question number 3. Where do you see yourself in 10, 20, and 50 years from now? Maria Luisa, can you start to answer this question, please?
Yes, that's a hard question, because when I think about future, I always think about my career, my family, my relationship, but I don't put it in years, you know. But if maybe let me see, in 10 years, I will be happy with my job. I will be working with I like, and I will be with my family. Maybe I will have kids. I don't know, in 10 years or more. 20, I think it's the same. I want to have a coffee shop. I really want to open a coffee shop. So maybe in 20 years it can help. And 50 years, I hope be health. I hope be loved. Hope be with my friends, with my family. I hope be, I don't know how to say aposentada, but I hope to be with a comfortable life. And how about you, Andrea?
Yes, very nice words, Maria. For me, guys, maybe in 10 years, I will still attending concerts, I hope. I really hope that I will be able to do it. What else? In 20 years, I hope I will be retired because I will have worked a lot. I am 45 now, so 20 years. It's a good time to be retired. And 50 years, I will not be there more, guys, unfortunately. That's it. And you, Diana?
Well, in my case, it's hard to answer this question. I agree with Maria. But in 10 years, I hope I will be, I don't know, doing something that I like, at work, in my personal life, finding new hobbies. I hope I will have had an experience abroad, like visiting Europe or something like that, because I've never went. And in 20 years, I don't know, I hope I will have I don't know, many knowledges about different languages, about different cultures. Maybe I will be a manager, in my area or something like that. And in 50 years, I hope I will be retired, just enjoying and relaxing, like in the beach or in the countryside with my family and friends or something like that, like just relaxing. And you, Deborah?
In my case, in 10 years, I would like to have a good job, get a good job into the pharmaceutical industry. And I want to just work there for 5 or 10 years because I want to save money for in 20 years, travel a lot. So for me, I want to working a lot during the 30 and 40 years. And then when I have more 50 years, I want to just travel around the world, meeting so many countries. Of course, I wanna do it during my youngest life, but when I be retired, I wanna visit more than I can now, for more time than I can now, as my grandmother, because now she's retired and she's traveling a lot, and I love it because she's a happy person, and I wanna be as my grandmother. That's it. Okay, let's move on to question number 4. What futuristic thing from science fiction movies do you want to happen in real life? Diane, can you start to answer this question, please?
Yeah, it's pretty easy for me to answer. The first thing is a robot that would be able to do all the housework for me, like everything at once, not just a machine to wash the dishes. No, I want a robot that would be able to do everything for me, like to take out the trash, to wash the dishes, to wash the clothes, everything, I would be able to, I would like to have something like that. And also something to do like teletransportation, something like that, to avoid traffic, to avoid getting to in the subway, getting in the bus, I would like to have just a portal, something like that I would be able to join in, and after that be left like in my work or something like that, like pretty simple. But I think that it would be impossible, but I don't know. What about you, Andrea?
Yes, I agree with you, Diane. I was thinking the same. Maybe teletransportation. It will be very nice to go to other country and just click the I don't know. What else? Maybe flying cars. It's a good. I think it's good. What else, guys? And a robot to do all the houseworks. Yes, I agree with you. And you, Maria?
You think exactly like me. I was thinking about teletransportation as well, because we know it will happen us to live better. But if it's not possible, flying cars will help as well. I think other thing that I would like to be possible to the future, I don't know, I think it's more possible than the other things, is the cure for the cancer. I think it would be very good. And that's it. I say this because I lost my grandmother for the cancer, and now my mother is with cancer, so it's a very, I think that I really want to happen.
In my case, I know that it's impossible to happen, but I would like to have a capsule that you can travel through the time, as for example, in the past, in the future, as the movie called, I forgot the name. I forgot the name, but there is a movie.
Come Back to the Future.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I would like to have that experience because I would to talk with me in the past or talk with me in the future. No, I don't know if I wanna meeting me on the future, because sometimes I all discover bad things, but in the past it's so good just to see as I was, and how I become now. So that's it. And of
That's
course,
funny. That's funny, Deborah, because I'm a little afraid about moving the time. I don't know. I sometimes I think if I go back to years ago and see a person that I don't like, a version of me that I don't like, that I don't how can I say, identifico anymore. So it's for me, it's not a desire, but I understand you. Maybe it's good for see people that is not here anymore.
yeah, that's right. I would like to just to see because sometimes I'm still have the same habits, and when I come back to the present, I would to analyze that and change it for the future. Things like that, not change my past, because the past is what why I am now, but just to see how it was and remember things, to see a person that one person that I love, that it's not with me now, but that's thing, that's it. So let's move on let's move on to question number 5. Barack Obama said, "Best is yet to come." Do you agree? or does the expression the good old days mean that the future will probably be worse? Well, in my opinion, it depends. It's difficult to answer because when you see how the people act today, nowadays, it's difficult to see a best years in the future, you know, because people nowadays don't respect anyone, they don't want to study anymore and things like that. But now we have so many technology. And as Diane said, one day technology can do everything for us, and we use our time more wisely, you know, just doing things that can bring us good experience, and don't spend time with things that don't bring us a good experience, or bring us bad feelings. As for example, I hate to do that work, and that's it. And how about you, Maria Luisa? What do you think?
I think it depends as well, because the past we had good, but we had bad experience. No, about some topics in our life. The future give us more hope to change bad things that can't be changed in the past. But think about future is also complicated, because we need to do the things now, you know, because if you will let the things just for the future, we will never do this. So I think the now is more important than the past than the future, you know. How about you, Diane?
Well, I agree with you guys. I think that it depends a lot. But in general, I think that maybe would be worse the future because of the climate change, this kind of thing, you know. I think that the violence is increasing too around the world. So all of that, you know, the wars, everything is so complicated. And even the technology, I think that it makes easier to, you know, to hate people. So all of that, I don't know, I can't see a good future, you know, when we see all of that. Of course there's good things, but in general, when you just add everything at one thing, you know, and try to prevent, I forgot how to say, to you know, to see the future, it's complicated to see like good things coming, you know. It's probably that worse things will come more often than good things. But I don't know, what do you think, Andrea?
Yes, I agree with you, because everything is changing nowadays, and the world, unfortunately, it's become more, people are more selfish, don't care about themselves, I don't know. So it's difficult to think about the future as a good way. But we need to have hope, like Maria said, and and try to change it, because we need to survive in this world. If you don't care about the world, it will be impossible. And when we stop to think about the old days, I agree that it's because nowadays the world is not so good to live, and as we have technology, but like Diane said, there are pros and cons the technology. And we see a lot of hates on the internet. People committed suicide because just a comment, and it's not so good. So yeah, it will be very difficult to live in this world, unfortunately.
Yeah, and now the child living just and about to technology, you know. I know many kids that the parents give them a smartphone and they just wanna see videos on TikTok and YouTube, and they don't wanna do anything more. They don't wanna spend their time playing something. So I don't know if in the future we're gonna be better, because the new generation don't wanna learning nothing anymore. They are as a robot, or you know, they don't wanna have a critical thinking. So that's it. Let's skip the question number 7. Would you like to live 100 years in the future or the past? Why? Andrea, can you start, please?
Yes, but it's a difficult one, guys, because maybe if I could live 100 years in the past, I don't know, maybe I could change something in the world. But I think I would like to live in the future. Because the past is the past. You cannot change something. And the future, we have the opportunity to, to choose a better way to live, I think. And you, Maria?
How I say to you guys, I am a little afraid about moving to the time. But if I have to choose, I would like to be 100 years in the future than the past, because the past I already know how it was, and the future is new. I think it's better than the past. I think for me, it's my only answer. I don't have a good answer for this.
In my case,
sorry.
No problem.
I forgot.
No problem. In my case, I'd like to live in 10 years in the future, because in the past, we women don't have so many rights, you know. And then in the past, of course, if I could do something for change it, it's good. But I don't know if I would like to live it, because it tries so hard for human to live. And yeah, I prefer the future, because we can working outside of our house, and we can be ourselves, you know. So for that, I would like to live in 100 years in the future. And how about you, Daiane?
I was considering live 100 years in the past, but now that you mentioned this, I agree with you. So I would like to live 100 years in the future, because of the technology, just to see the development, how things would develop, like in the technology, these new things that would appear, you know. But I think that would be like, I would like to live in the past too, just to see how things was before internet, you know, before the computers, before the smartphone. I think that the connection between people was different, so I would like to live this, to have this sensation, because our generation was born like in the technology already, because we already had the computers and etc. So it's different, but I would like just to live for a little bit, and then come back to the present or to the future.
Now it's good if we have the capsule that you can traveling around the future and the past. So that's it. Let's move on to the question number 8. What will the world's biggest problem be in the future? Diane, can you start answer, please?
Yeah, I think that would be the climate change, the environment thing, because it's already a big problem now. We can see like the problem that we had this last month in the beaches, in São Paulo's beaches. Everything is correlated with this climate change and the way that we are treating the environment. So I think that things will become even worse in the future. And I think that will be in a level that we cannot do anything to solve the problem, so it will be worse. I think that people will die like in the streets because of the heat, the hot, the weather, or things like that. So I think that will be one of the biggest problems. But of course, I think that will be a lot more like the violence, etc. But this one, I think that will be the worst. What do you think, Andrea?
Yes, I totally agree with you. And you bring something that makes me thinking about the Bible, when the Bible tells that the road will be the end with the fire. If you stop to think, it's probably because the road it's been, how can I say, warming a lot. I don't know. I believe that. And I think the lack of natural resources, it's influencing a lot also, because nowadays we already have, how can I say, falta d'água, I don't know, lack of the water in some places, so it will be very difficult. And you, Deborah?
I agree with you, because we can see that difference in the environment, as Amazon, as almost we almost can't do anything for our environment not there, because there are so many desmatamento, and it's not a reversal anymore. So for that, here in Brazil, we almost cannot do anything for help the environment. But other part of the world, that's the same problem, but in the different category. And for that, here and there would bring us a bad environment in the future, and we can't have more oxygen, water, food, and things like that, because most people think just about money and just eat. They don't think that our environment need care, Essentially, rich people don't think that environment is important, and for that, our world become that word that you can see, how we can see the climate change, the climate change, because the desmatamento and things like that, So I agree with Diane that in the future it will be a big problem, the biggest problem. And I don't know if I think in one day will the all technology could be a bad thing for us, because due to the technology, many people don't study more, don't interesting about nothing. So for that, I think all technology is not good, because you see in the internet, you see just besteiras, besteiras that it's not bringing us knowledge, just dancing things. It's not a good way to improve the humanity, so that's it. And how about you, Maria Luisa? What do you think?
I agree with all of you. And I think the climate changes will be the biggest problem in the world. And when you said, Deborah, that we can see the change, I thought about my neighborhood, because in front of my house, in the back of my house, I remember when I was a kid, it had a lot of trees, and it doesn't have anymore. And I think that is a big thing in our society. But I also remember when I was a kid, the climate change already was a discussion in my classes. People talking about the water, about the logging. So I don't know, maybe I see people just talking and the things continue bad. I don't see a big intervention about this. And I think about another problem, but I don't know if it will be the biggest, but I think it will be a big problem in the future. Maybe the mental health, because people are very focused in internet things and are not caring about themselves. So the mental health, I think it's already a problem in our world, but I think it will be worse in the future. People are not giving the I don't know how to say, giving this topic the importance that this have, and that's it, what I think about future and bad things.
Yeah, I agree with you all. So let's move on for the question number 9 and the last one. What technology will we be using in the future? Andrea, can you start to answer this question, please?
Okay, what technology will we be using in the future? I don't know, guys. Maybe as Diana said before, Daiane, maybe we'll be seeing a lot of robots doing everything for us. I really hope it. I don't know. That's it. And you, Diane?
Yeah, I think that we will see more robots. I think that we will see more technology that we need to put in our bodies, like a glass that you can use instead of a smartphone, something like that. I can't even imagine, but something that you can just put in your body, and you don't need like a material thing to use, like you can just click or think about something and then you can see something, like something like that, like these movies that we see, that someone just press a button here in the I forgot the glasses, and then see a screen, or a page or something like that. I can imagine something like that, but I really don't know. I think that we can even see more different things that we can even imagine nowadays. But that's it. And you, Maria, what do you think?
I agree with you, Daiane. Things that you can put in your body. I think cell phones more tiny and straight cell phones. I don't know. Screens, better screens, more screens in the world. I don't know if you know Black Mirror series, but all technologies in Black Mirror, I think it's possible. But Andrea, you don't know, but if you have the chance to watch it, you will understand what I am talking about. It's a series that involves a lot of technology, and sometimes I see some things happening, and I think, wow, Black Mirror is gonna be real. So that's it. I think all technologies in Black Mirror can be possible in the future.
I agree with you all. As Daiane said, the world we will be more robotic, that do everything for us. But in my opinion, we gonna stay just at home. We don't more socialization with others anymore, because we're gonna just live in the metaverse, as the people said, because we can see it. Essentially, it's starting in Japan, that there has people that don't get out of the room for many days, many years. It will be usual in the world, because that all technology, because you can have everything that you want into your hand. Just you click on button and the food arrived in your house. Robot can do everything for you and things like that. And of course, you can meeting people on the internet as we now. So for that, the world will be more, the people on the world will live on the metaverse. So that's it, that I think. We have just a question number 10. Let me see. No. People come to the main room. Time is over, guys. So it was a pleasure to be here with us, with you. I hope you in the next Saturday. But before I go, I wanna know, how was the conversation for you in the breakout room, for Jefferson, Gloria, and Yanni? How was the conversation?
Yeah, it was so amazing, because we talk a lot about our present, our future. We talk a lot about the trends, about climate changes, about technological unemployment, and we'll finish very worried, in my case, very worried about global pandemic, the emergence of new and deadly virus, such as COVID-19, maybe. I really don't know. How will be the future? Only God will tell us.
And you will answer more about how was the conversation, Yanni or Gloria, or not?
Yes, We had a productive conversation. We talked around the future, the plans of future. Yes, we had a product conversations. I thought me and my teams, they leave some important points of views.
Thank you for sharing, Gloria. Yanni, do you wanna say something?
No, thank you.
Okay,
The
so
conversation is good.
thank you. So, guys, time is over. I'll send you guys a link. That link, you can give me the feedback about the topic, about how was the conversation, and we can send me as well. Also, ideas for the next week or for the next conversation. So, time is over now. I hope you guys in the next Saturday, and it was a pleasure to be here with you. That topic, it was so great because opened my mind a lot. So, bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Deborah. Thank you. Bye-bye.